Clash of Clans Podcast, episode 88.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.
And we're back with the Clash of Clans with the fan stands. I'm your pal, Big Boneyard, my pal Scotty. Hey, Scotty.
Hey, yo.
Hey, we're here at the WBSMD radio studio talking all things Clash of Clans at ClashClansPodcast.com.
So, last episode we got to the update.
We got through the update, and that was key. That's pretty key.
I'm excited to see now that...
The fart gun.
Well, it'll be
Better magic.
cool to see in the next couple days when we get to see them in war attacks.
I just have to go watch my war attacks because they've been in them.
Oh, you haven't been rewatching your stuff?
So I haven't really been paying attention to that.
Okay. Let's talk about first Player 1 and Xace. Both of our minis, Town Hall 8s, right?
Right.
What are you working on?
Town Hall H.
Town Hall H.
Yeah, that's number 8. I guess he's just been working on putting money into Teslas, putting gold into Teslas, getting those up.
Do you farm with Player 1?
Yeah, kind of a lot. I try to.
Okay.
Well, right now I don't because I have a kind of a... Well, actually, now I can again. I got 20 grand. I got the king up to 10 for Town Hall 8. And with only 2 pumps. Now, I just started my hogs to level 2.
Okay, I
have hogs and minions, and I will have Velks soon, and hogs are going to 2, and because the hog attack is the next thing that the Town Hall 8 is going to need.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I did the 1 barrack so I could get hogs. I didn't really realize that. I finally got the hogs research into level 2. This is with Xace.
Sure.
My king is at 6.
Okay.
I've never cooked a dark troop with Xace.
Yeah. No.
Because all I do is collect...
all I've had is minions until just recently. I got hogs, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll put this 20 grand of dark elixir into the hogs.
Okay.
And now I can farm again because people won't come in and hit me for, all of the elixir and everything else I have. I'm trying to save the...
Is king the max? Or 10 the max?
I don't know.
I thought it was... Are you trying to see if you can...
I don't have it on here.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's on my phone.
That's right. Well, whatever the max is, when you hit max, are you going to take him to 9?
What?
Player 1.
Town Hall 9?
When you run out of dark elixir upgrades?
I think Town Hall 9 is going to be a long ways off.
You're just going to leave it as a TH8?
I can probably... Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on where I max out with dark elixir. Like, where I can no longer... upgrade troops or the king, then I would go up. Even though I'm not... I mean, I should get the 3rd drill, blah, blah, blah. But I love being down in the Town Hall. I don't know.
Well, you could play a part in a war because you've got max troops, or max drags. You've got all that stuff, but you're not weighted.
Last war,
with the walls.
Last war, last war, the Town Hall 7s cleaned out the Town Hall 7s, and then the Town Hall 8s got all the Town Hall 8s except for 1 cleaned out in the first 2 hours. Boom, start of war. They fucking do a brilliant job of showing up at the beginning of the war and being like, because they scramble. They're fucking hungry for those stars. And you get boxed out immediately unless you're there. When you're down low, you gotta be hungry for it. And so you come in, you get them. And my recommended was, I don't know, like 10 spots up, Town Hall 9, like, okay, well... So what I did was I hit the only Town Hall 10.
Your Town Hall.
This is my Town Hall 8. This is player 1. Okay. I went in, I was totally boxed out. So my first attack was, I had Dragons and Rage built. I went and hit the only base that hadn't been attacked yet, which was number 5, the Town Hall 10, so that I could scout for the CC and bombs and stuff. And I just sent them in there and hope for a 50%. Didn't get it. But, did my part, scouted up. And it was the only one left that hadn't been attacked, so we had starred all the way up to the top. And I'm like, okay, well, at least we can figure out what's going on there, too. Because it's been witches and wizards and archers all the way up anyway, but find out.
Well, what are you attacking with in war?
With my Town Hall 8?
Yeah.
Dragons and Rage still. That's all I have. That's my only army that I can use.
Really good with the lightning the 1 air D and then taking my drags in.
I took out a Town Hall 10.
And I got level 3 drags.
I 3-starred a Town Hall 10 with it. with
Yeah,
my
I saw
drags
that.
on when we were down in Smallville, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that it? Yeah. I had player 1 in Smallville,
Yeah.
which is Town Hall 8s and below only, so that's a lot of fun.
Smallville 87.
Smallville 8-7. And I took out a Town Hall 10 with my dragons. That was pretty sweet. I texted you, hey, get over here and record.
No,
this.
that was with Boneyard. You were tagging with Dragon Pig Dog.
Oh, and my loons. Oh, yeah, that's right. I texted you to come over and say, check out my dragons beat up this Town Hall 10. That's right.
I videotaped it. Or videotaped it.
Well, I did.
And laserdisc that thing.
I did start a Town Hall 10 with my Town Hall 8 in Smallville. I guess I don't remember what happened.
There was like one TH.
But I kept attacking. I was like, I'll take the top because I was always the second top guy or the top guy.
So what defenses do you have left to do?
And
because you've been playing them pretty hard.
Archers and cannons all can go up on at least one level. That's probably it.
Well, now with the new air sweeper.
The air sweeper, player 1 it has it on the way to level 3. Here, I'm looking at it now. What were we trying to figure out? Oh, the king. Upgrade. Oh, you need to upgrade your town hall to level 9 to upgrade my king. Well, that sucks. So I guess I'm going to upgrade my at least my hogs to as max as I can get them, and probably the minions because I love them so much. And then start using dark.
Here's your dilemma, though. What happens if you do your hogs to the one other level, and then all of a sudden you're back up in DE and you're just letting it bleed?
No, I would be upgrading my
because your hogs are going to take like 2 weeks.
Well, what? They don't take that long.
They've got to take 10, 12 days
to level 2. Well, it's 7 days and 17 hours left. So it must have been like 9 days.
Yeah, I can't remember.
8 or 9 days or something.
So
shit.
You're going to have to face that decision sooner than you think.
Well,
because
I don't know, man. Then I just start making minions and hogs.
Burning them into your army.
Yeah, because minions are still cool at level 1, sort of.
Yeah, I suppose. So it's just like, missing out on hero levels.
But yeah, I guess I'd just be making hogs and having fun with them.
And then, well, yeah, I suppose. Just it depends on how you play that, I guess.
Sure. But yeah, that's where he's sitting at. Yeah, and so yeah, all I have left is I got some bombs and traps and stuff to upgrade. I got plenty of stuff to do still at Town Hall 8. I mean, I always think about wanting that other drill, but I'm not going to do it.
And that queen.
And the queen. God, the queen.
I mean, imagine, because you could be up at Town Hall 9 and just have a rocking.
Well, that's the thing. That's what do you call it? The 8.5? Because you just go up and just get just the queen and the drill, and that's all you change, and leave everything else. Don't put it on the board yet. Expos and stuff like that. Don't change the because you don't have the troops to do it. You don't have the troops to beat a Town Hall 9, so you have to keep it as you're like the lowest Town Hall 9 on the map, even below the top. Like if I went to Town Hall 9, I'd be below where player 1 is now. That kind of thing.
Okay. And so you're just
he's got player 1 has all blue crystal, no black.
Reducing the factor of going up.
Yeah.
But oh man, because imagine as Scotty if I would have been putting all of my dark elixir into heroes this entire time.
How much is it to upgrade to Town Hall 9? It's only 3 million. It's only 3 million.
Will he do it? You wouldn't be welcome in Smallville. No, I guess you would. But man, that's kind of tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, I've got enough left for hogs, but
I'll put it to I don't know. Maybe I change the Town Hall 9, don't tell anybody, and then change my name. People be like, "Who's this new guy?"
Player 1, but it's all lowercase.
Player 2. Oh, I don't know what that is.
Player 2,
which would be the ultimate title of the sequel to that book.
Ready Player 2.
Yeah, I mean, come on, right?
Yeah, that would be really cool. I can't wait to see that movie.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Talk about favorite things. Soon the movie will be on our favorite things.
Ready Player 1. That's the title of the book. You can see it on the website under our favorite things.
And our favorite things. Go check it out.
That was an awesome read, by the way.
Yeah, so war. We've been kicking ass. I don't know. That's what we do. We're getting really full, and so we're starting to drop minis out, and tighten up ship again. Some people are going to probably be coming over to the other K-Fam families. We'll see. I don't know.
Well, my king's been down, so I suck just a little bit more now. No, it actually hasn't been too bad. I've actually mostly put stars on, but I was having some hardcore fails there for a while.
Up in the Town Hall 10s?
Yep, in the Town Hall 10s.
Putting a couple stars here and there?
Yeah. It'd be like I'd go in for a really good 1 star, or else I'd have a pretty good attack and then just biff it. I mean, had a good attack strategy or something that I thought out.
I've been trying to keep my dragons involved, but I've been trying to learn the, I don't even know what they're called now, the Shattered and the...
I call them Olsen Phil.
Cold-blooded, that thing.
Yeah.
I go in with loons and the hounds. Like a bunch of them, like 4 or 5.
Okay.
And then a bunch of loons, but I like having the dragon going in because the dragon's always alive at the end. Like it's the last because it's slow and it hits everything, so everything goes in with the rages and the freeze and everything's in the middle going crazy. And then this dragon's coming in cleaning it up. And 1 or 2 of them, you put them in going after the CC troops and the queen at the same time, coming over the top.
I do want to play with dragons in war. I'm just completely afraid to
incorporate them into your thing.
Yeah. Because it's been so long out of 10.
Well, I tell you what, their AI is so fucking tricky that if you'll be pissed at them long before you have fun with them.
Well, and I was so low on elixir there for a while, but now with the barging, it's just awesome.
Well, and I tell you what, that's another thing about not having to be in level 5, is that not having to make troops for everybody. Way more elixir. It's crazy how it's going up. So I can't have these. Expensive raiding troops for the gold that I'm trying to get, to finish the walls and whatnot.
Well, my TH8, it's still like, where's it at with, I'm just maxing out the storages. I still have a few more pumps and mines left.
What?
Yeah.
What? All right.
Because, so here's the strategy, right?
You have your camps maxed out at least?
Yeah. The camps, the CC's maxed. The drills are maxed, of course.
Yeah.
And my king, it's been doing good. I've been really efficient with that account.
Getting them up to 6.
But my air defense has to go up. My archers have to go up. My walls have to get done. Everything. I have so many gold upgrades.
Right.
That
you're so far behind that, you jump to 8, much less finish in 7,
So I've got a lot of catch up to do, and I probably would play catch up move it to TH9.
Now, do you war with Zace?
Yeah,
and he's where?
The lower.
In L?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
I was over in Smallville doing some attacks. I was really practicing the dragon with the lightning, Airdy, and then the
Tunnel 7 attack. All day long with that shit.
And I was hitting like a 96%. Some of them I was 3-starring.
Some of them. What are your dragons at?
They were only at 2.
Oh, right.
And then I failed this last attack.
And the green at 2, right?
No, they were
looking all skinny.
they're purple, but
all skinny and little.
Yeah. But I actually did pretty good against most things.
Sure.
I was in Smallville and I can't remember who it was. They go, Zace, you have 3 lightnings, because I said I'm going in on whatever. And I go, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. Watch this. And you got 96% with your level 2 dragon.
Okay. And I just go in. And then I 3-starred it. Because that's really working. And sending some loons in the CC.
Yeah, it works.
Right behind.
Right. You bring them in behind.
The Airdy.
And that's the thing.
Fun, though.
It's been a thing for a long time.
I know, but this is new to me. I don't remember what. Back then we was all farming, kind of trophy pushing type stuff.
Before war, back when you were at Town Hall 7? Like, I never warred with this guy,
Yeah, so it's a whole different beast.
Last war I was in, I came in, Boneyard whiffed on something high. I think I got 42
with
or something.
What?
With my,
Pig Dog Dragon?
Yeah. Pig Dog, loons, 1 dragon, like a golem going in for the queen with the heroes behind and trying to, knock that fucker out, and didn't make it. And then it came back, I was pissed, but we ended up doing pretty good and clearing out. and we were ahead. It was close. We were tied at 88, out of 105 or whatever. And we ended up like I was out in the yard doing shit. I came back in and I flipped it open. 1 minute left in the war, and I looked down and I had a full army. I'm like, where do I fucking get? And of course, I looked at the thing. There, 2 people are attacking, are currently attacking, and the score
you can't look back
the score is like 92 to 89, and I'm like, oh shit! Like, wow, where? I just fucking where? And then I just like, okay, there's up high, I could maybe get the 2nd star on the Town Hall 10, or the 3rd star on the top Town Hall 9, or the 3rd star on like 20, 27, way down here. I'm like, okay. And I went and I just fucking dumped it all on the end and washed through that fucker and killed him like I should have, at the last second. And came back. And of course, those 2 attacks, I didn't even look at them. I just saw the little arrow saying, hey, there's shit going on over here.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I got 1 minute.
And
I'm like, okay, do I got all my troops? Do I got everything? What is my troop count right now? I don't even know what the hell's going on. What do I have for fucking spells? All right, I'll go for it. And killed it. And yeah, those 2 attacks were nothing. They were like low attacks for loot or something at the last minute.
I was go low because it's like with the.
You think you got it just because you got some ridiculous makeup? I'll just dump all this crap down there and I'll get that 3rd star.
Yeah.
No, I had a full like Town Hall 10 level army ready to go, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is the star. I'll go get this one, and I'm like, okay, attack. Okay, now I got 30 more seconds to decide how to attack this base that I'm seeing for the first time right now. Okay, I'm putting them all in right up here and dumped them all, and they just came through in a big wave.
Well, I think a problem I have with Xace, so he's really a 7.5 then?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. He's on his way. He's an 8.
Yeah.
He's a shitty 8. Slightly rushed 8.
Yeah. Kind of, a little rushed.
Yeah. If you don't have the pumps and mines and the storage is done, it's rushed, no matter what level it is.
Right. Well, because that's what
those you max out first. Even at Tunnel 3, max them out 4, max them out 5.
I've been doing the storages now because the cost of it wasn't very much. Back then, the other stuff. I'm like,
well, no,
I don't need to
you
hold
can max out. You can,
but
max
I didn't think about
max those out at like Town Hall level 4.
Yeah, but
5. They get maxed out.
But
that should have happened way back then.
But I just didn't want to take my builders, away from the other things that I thought were important. But I didn't think about the hit points and like holding up the dragons longer.
Yeah, right. Well, that's a big one.
And so, doing that protective shield around like an air defense, they're going to hang up there longer. And, I hadn't dragon played in a long time.
Dragon played? Is that
with dragons?
Dragon play? Is that kind of a subversive kind of a thing with the dragon?
But remember, like back in the day, like
big scaly things and blah. I'm into dragon play. Scotty's totally into dragon play.
Into dragon play.
Yeah.
Watch it burn.
It's hot in here. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Where were we?
I don't know. You were talking about Dragonplay.
Oh, Dragonplay.
No, yes, Dragonplay. That's my thing.
So, are you only? With player 1, you're only doing drags.
That's all I got. That's the attack I have. It's the only one I have.
Do you have all your troops maxed out? Like the
well, let me check. I don't think so. But I have the ones I'm going to use.
Still.
Yeah.
I did see my healer get blown by that thing.
Giants.
That sounded really bad out loud.
Your healer getting blown by that thing?
Yeah, by the fart gun.
She's a girl, though. Giants, P.E.K.K.A.s are only at level 1, totally. And I can put the goblins up another level. And also my Zappy spell I can put up a level.
Oh, and that's one.
But I don't use it, so fuck it. And then of course the minions in the hogs, which I'm working on.
That was one of the things that really slowed me down, was that I only had one barrack that could make dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I was in Smallville,
your barracks aren't maxed out either?
No.
What the hell, dude?
No. So I was in Smallville, and I'm like, it's going to take me...
You're like a 6.5.
I'm like, it's going to take me 5.5 hours to
make a dragon
army.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, shit. So I started 2 barracks at the same time, and then I got my third one. So now I have 4 Dragon Barracks, but I'm like, I got to get it up.
Yeah.
I got to get my. I can pump some stuff into Velks at TH8, right?
That's what she said again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to get it up, pump some shit. All right.
Like you can do those Dark Troops at least.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have some bitch ass Velks and Hogs running some shit. Because Town Hall 8 Hog Army it's the other attack for Town Hall 8.
Yeah.
Really, you can have your mix of maybe have a golem and you have I guess you can't have a golem.
and they're so much fun.
You can have wizards and balloons, but Town Hall 8 you can't really max out shit. So it's got to be the dragons. I mean, I don't know, in my opinion. And then the Hog Army is the other one because that's the other tactic on
The other white meat.
Well, a Town Hall 8 base is either protected well against dragons or protected well against hogs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much. There's some variations in that are harder for each, but I'm talking about Town Hall 8.
Yeah.
A
I've seen
goalie will crush it. Any Town Hall 9 troop army can crush a Town Hall 8. Like you can come in and wipe it out. Town Hall 8 is that verge where it's you just want to soak up a couple attacks.
Do you remember the war base we talked about on the 2 episodes ago? Remember when you were here?
No, I don't remember.
When you were here, like Exace, we were looking at the base.
Oh, right, your stupid war base. How did that work?
It's been working awesome.
Yeah, really. People are dumping into the money hole, or what? How many attacks do you soaked up in wars?
The last there was 3 last war.
3 attacks. That's a winner.
It was 3 attacks the war before or the war before that. If you attack with giants, like higher level giants, and you're like you're gonna wipe me out. I mean, but most people either go for the hogs or they go for the dragons.
Sure.
And so as long as I get those people, it did some adjusting. After I think a war and I got hit a certain way, but I'm like, I like this idea.
The idea is you have a big square around the whole thing with 2. You have 2 like square and circles, so it looks like the Teslas are in there, which of course they're not. And then you got your shit spread all over the place, and then a big fucking sucker hole.
No, I did put a sucker hole in.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I took it out.
Oh, I thought you'd been talking about having the sucker hole in. So you took it out, and did that not work? That wasn't a thing, or what?
Well, I didn't. I just didn't put it in the war because I was like, you know what? I think this isn't going to work. So I put the thing.
That's what that whole conversation was about. Was whether or not that was going to work in a war. Brought to you by Bud Light.
Diet Pepsi. Well, it was, and then after I started,
what did you say?
I said, and Diet Pepsi.
Oh,
and so I really thought that at that point I'm like, they're going to hit me with dragons. This is going to be a tough war. And so I just put the stuff back. I didn't want to risk it. And then move some walls around a little bit, like on the interior ones, to make it look like I'm guarding against a hog. And then I put the air D in the center, but spread apart because spread apart just a few because the balloons aren't going to drop, and people think, oh, I can get in there and kill this with balloons. And so it's kind of like. And it's heavy on wizards on one side, wizard towers. And so it's basically going, well, if I attack from this, I would want to use this. But really I want to, they're going to get hung up on these storages right here. So it looks like it's going to be easy to get in.
Yeah. It's all spread out garbage, so people think that they can go after it. And everything overlaps so well, you just miss it.
Yeah. Or it connects to the next piece because the dragon goes to the nearest one.
Attacks, it's good.
Yeah.
3 attacks from people that are around your, other Town Hall 8s, and then a Town Hall 9 has to come down and do it. That's a win. That is a win as a Town Hall 8.
Yeah.
If you could have,
looks like.
Well, if you could have everybody do that,
looks so easy
in every war. If every Town Hall 8 soaked up 3 attacks,
yeah,
definitely a guaranteed win. If you could, everybody could do that. It'd be crazy.
Definitely.
2 wars ago, I got to tell you this. 2 wars ago, I 2-starred their number 2. We were against Suomi CW. We won 80-61. I think it was only 30 people though. That's why it was only 80. Yeah.
You were up against who?
Some clan named Suomi CW. I don't know. Their number 2 guy, Town Hall 10, obviously was pretty tough. He had this weird. I'm showing it to you right now, where there was like a double triple ring in the middle with everything good, the expos and the infernos, and then everything else was way out on the edges, and so it was hard to get to the middle. Well, I spread out some the hounds and the loons and the stuff, and a bunch of loons went in. The blower was in there, and I sent it at the blower, facing behind the blower. You know, it was facing the other way. My guys did their shit around the outside, and since the queen was right in the middle, I just sent some dragons in straight at the middle and tried to get it that way. And then basically what happened was I got the fucking town hall because of all the balloons that fell right on top of it. Nice. A huge clump of balloons. Like I wanted them to get in the middle, but they went there, but they went as a huge group. Now in the middle there weren't any wizard towers in range, so it was just the 3 expos and the 2 inferno towers both set to multi. And that clump went in there, and I'm freezing and raging and doing all that shit. And the queen goes down, and then the balloons just started dropping. You know, they were doing they were doing work against the infernos and the expos, which are all pressed right up against the town hall. And then once the shit became unfrozen and they started going down, they finished off the town hall, and they came down.
Don't you think if that guy would have just put
one row? You know, I mean, he has 3 rows of fucking. But if you put one row just right around just around the town hall and then moved everything out 1 square, that would have saved that star. Yeah, and then they just I got 50% because everybody did all their work around the outside.
But you're most likely giving up 2 stars, not 2 stars. I guess you're guaranteed to give away a 1.
It's spread out like my base, my town hall, like Boneyard is. Like you can get a 1 if you want to, but you're not getting past it unless you go in, and then you get 2 started, and that's been happening. So that's got to change.
I have been loving the pig dog in my CC. Been loving it. In my war request CC.
Yeah, really? We gave up on that. It's gimmick, and people know how to beat it. Well, I guess I don't know. It depends on who you come up against.
I ate an attack last war as a 10 because what's happening is they're coming in there and on the first attack.
What's the other 5? Just archers or a balloon or something? A couple minions?
Yeah. A wizard and a archer, I think.
5 archers is probably the only. That's what I would put if I was going to do it, just because it's 5 dudes coming out and the time wise of somebody coming in and drawing them out.
Yeah.
Before that,
and what's been happening is they come in and they just don't get the 50, or they'll maybe get the 1 because that pig dog comes out and it meets up with your golems, and then your queen gets in there and then she's shooting at it for a while. Mm-hmm. And so
that's what it is that you got to try to draw it away and ignore it, like drop it on a golem on another side or a giant. Who's hitting a cannon, somewhere you got to draw that thing away and just ignore it for a while and get your shit done, kill that queen, and then get in. And then it comes back, and your queen draws on it, and she's shooting at it forever. And she's just getting blasted. She's like, oh, no, I'm not going to worry about anybody else.
That's why it's awesome, because at least on the first attack, I've been seeing this like in a few different wars, and it just kills me. They come in, and they see the pig dog, and then they try to lightning the pig dog because they brought in a lightning for the CC.
Yeah, good job, buddy. That ain't working.
It's like the truce comes out.
4% of its fucking hit points. Yeah, that ain't working.
So they completely planned for something that wasn't. So on the second attack, it's obviously they're gonna maybe plan for it, or
we saw how that worked in the Zod beaten Soaz war. With 4 attacks to finally get that base.
The one with the pig dogs?
Yeah. Sending Hagen, it was Proc's base, I think. Sending the hogs in, and then pulling that thing out there, and then killing it, and like, oh, this is not working, and over and over and over again, and it'll soak them up, because you're like, I don't know what to do with a pig dog, and you got to ignore it, or you got to drop and kill it.
My favorite part of the war,
far away,
is going, oh, did I get hit? Because there was that one war where nobody attacked me. And I think it was one of the first times I was using the pig dog.
Sure, right, yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, I want to see it. So it's slowing the level 40 heroes down.
Maybe that might work on my giant spread out base, because it would bother some people on the ground. You know what I mean? Because I get hit with a lot of P.E.K.K.A.s and golems, so that shit would be burning them out. And maybe not golem very well, but
that's the thing.
Even the pups would kill a lot of troops. Because you got to use a lot of ground troops. You know, people are coming in with wizards and stuff. And
if on Exace, my TH8, I would put a pig dog in there if I could, because if they attack me with dragons, it's going to eat up a ton of firepower. You know, like it's going to distract the dragons. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like putting a golem in there. If you could do that, you know.
No, that's terrible.
It's because
That's a terrible idea. If you knew you were getting hit by dragons, a golem would.
No, you can't
murder.
at TH.
Are you talking about Town Hall 8?
I'm saying at Town Hall 8, if you could put a golem in your...
That'd be hilarious. Once. You know, or every... It'd be hilarious once every war. Because every single time you got... But then with I'm going to attack that with hogs. And the guy's just derp, going them around. You'd still be alive at the end of the war. Everything else would be destroyed. And he'd just be derping around still right next to where the clan castle was. You know, I'm just trying to jump. But you get to see him jump over a wall.
But what would happen if the hogs at the very end had to turn on the golem? Would it take enough time for them to kill him?
Oh, my God. Oh, I guess, right? They'd be like, they would go after him first if he was in range. And he would still be by the town hall, probably.
Yeah.
Because he's just walking around like an idiot. And then you get, however many golems are left, or however many hogs you have left. Sometimes as many as 10,
I suppose
12.
They wouldn't do that until... Yeah.
And then they would split in half, and then they would go after those two guys. That's not a bad idea. That's funny.
Could it be like a... Well, I guess at the very end...
The golem in the CC. No, it's a terrible idea. Obviously, I mean, because you couldn't even hold it until your Town Hall 9.
Right.
And by then, you're getting hit with all kinds of stuff, and that thing would be bumbling around like a moron.
But if it could hold it like...
It would probably fuck up a medium good attack the first time. Even, the person would come in and be like, what the hell? And then it would just throw the whole schematic off. But then the second time the person would go in, and it would be funny because you'd be able to watch that thing bumble around, and any good player would be able to just murder you if they were going to anyway.
So what else is Boneyard doing then?
What do you mean?
What's the next upgrade for you? Is it just walls?
Yeah, gold, walls. I got 5 left.
And are you going to go to Legos?
I'm going to do a couple other things before I go to the Legos. I'm going to finish off my black air bombs. I don't know why I don't get attacked by air, but I want to knock them out.
Oh, you don't have those done yet? Huh?
No, they're 4 of them I had. So it's 4 million each, so 16 million to finish that out. And then, I don't know, I probably archers, cannons?
Here's the thing. Oh, the archer towers.
Archer towers, cannons.
Well, I would start with archer towers because they're going to hit air and ground.
Yeah. But I always get hit by ground. Like, I kind of think of cannons.
But you're going to get the same amount of damage from the...
Well, let's find out. I get 11 more damage per second if I upgrade the cannon, and you get 11 more damage per second if I upgrade.
And you've got ground and air.
True.
So you are guarding against more attacks.
Yeah. That's the thing.
So I would do those first.
Yeah. Yep. That's the thing.
Because I have a bunch of cannons.
6.5 million.
Yeah. Well, by the time you get there, they'll have another level.
If I got 6.5 million, I could have 6 Legos.
I can't believe you're even saying that.
Well, I want to do my inner ring. It's not that many, It's only 40. There's only 40 pieces because I already have the corners done. There's only 40 pieces I got to do.
So you'd like it to look prettier than?
Well, it would help because the town hall's in there.
Okay,
and they're coming in by the ground, and the Infernos and the Expos are inside there, and so if you want to get to those things, you got to go through that wall.
Okay, I could see that. Well, and you can put your elixir in there too, though. Right?
What do you mean?
From Boneyard into the walls?
Yes. Yeah, I can go from black to Lego with elixir. I can do 2 of them right now if I want it. So that's a whole other thing.
Because that's what I do to save on my upgrades. I put it into.
You don't want to walk. You don't want to be walking around. You don't want to be walking around with all kinds of shit. If you're going to save up gold for something, dump your elixir, and I get to dump it into walls. Yeah.
Yeah, because before you should
never have
too much.
You should never have more than there's 3 different resources, you should never be wealthy in more than 2 of them at any time.
Right.
You should always be broken.
Because otherwise you're just
getting
a target
all day long. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's why the wall thing has been nice, going up. That's the one other thing with Town Hall 8 and going to 9 is you won't max out on elixir either, and then you could pump that into walls.
Yeah, we'll see.
At that point.
We'll see.
I don't know. It'll be a while. So I got my one air.
Also, if I go to Town Hall 9, I can get some better troops. I can get some upgrades on dragons and wizards and balloons and shit. And I can go and start all kinds of new armies.
Yeah. And play it differently. I mean, because you don't get upgraded army camps. No. But
that's fine.
Oh, wait, no, do you?
Are yours? Yeah, you said you were. I can't believe that everything else is so
I think
far
so.
down. You should probably look.
Because I can only take 200 in.
It'll only take 2 seconds. Why don't we go check on Zace and see if you have upgraded army camps even?
Okay.
Because that would be funny.
No, I'm sure
Are you still cooking carrots? I got a carrots.
I'm afraid to even look now.
I don't even have food on mine. Yeah. I got just a big fire and shits.
No, you have to upgrade your town hall to level 9.
So they all have stakes on them. I'll have bulls on all 4 of them.
Yep. Let me double check. The other one here.
Well, just see how many troops you can hold, man.
200.
Well, then they're all upgraded.
Yeah, that was some of my first stuff. I mean, it's not looking too bad.
Not looking too bad.
I'm getting stuff done.
All right. I shouldn't be... Yeah, all right.
Because my lab's been going constantly.
Did you just jump from 6 to 8, like, immediately or something? Must have.
No, I was at 7 for a while.
Well, how were you at 7 for a while if your pumps and mines aren't even done and your storages and stuff?
Because I could go take more than
day 1, man.
I could take more.
Elementary.
I could just take
Clash
more.
of Clans 101.
I could take more stuff, and then I didn't in war. It didn't do anything.
Oh, I can raid more than I need to. Pump.
Granted, I should have at least kept 1 on a thing constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few more things to max.
Well, shit.
Word.
So,
let's talk about.
We got lots to talk about. Here's another thing we got to talk about. KFAM contest.
Kryptonian family.
The All-Stars. The KFAM All-Stars.
Well, not really All-Stars. Right?
Well, that sounds cooler, man.
Okay.
Come on now.
Okay, well, we'll hammer. It's. I don't mean it like that, because we're going to form 2 teams.
The plan is to try to match up a scrimmage between the Kryptonian families. So have like 100 spots and 98 spots in me and you, and form 2 teams and some sort of possible what's it called, a draft or random, and we'll match up. We'll get the now that it's all changed with the stupid walls and heroes being in it, but we can match it up and we'll have 50 versus 50 and we'll go try to match each other. Okay,
so this came up. I don't know who came up with the idea. I think it's been in the works. I think Brock had talked about it a while back. I don't know where it really. I can't remember exactly where it came from, but it was like, let's do KFAM war. Let's go to new clans.
Yeah, we'll form 2 new clans, Clan A and Clan B, or Fuck You Scotty and Fuck You Boneyard. I will be in the Clan Fuck You Scotty, and you will be in the Clan Fuck You Boneyard. Anyway, but it's not about me and you, but yeah, just basically the first 50 people will sign up, or the first 100 people will sign up can
well, that's what we're
do it, right?
But
let's
talk about
we got to match it up numbers wise, and then we'll have 2 different teams.
So there was a couple different schools of thought how to do this. Do you?
Yeah, Scotty's school of thought and the right way.
No. Well, we were talking about whether or not we should do it as a draft, whether or not we should just have 20 people from each of the clans, the Kryptonian family clans come in and fill spot. You said 17 or something like that. I think
17 from each of the 6 clans would make close to 100 or whatever. And then we have to go through all their weights and match them up, and then we can go. But I was thinking it was totally random, at least for the first one. Just assign them all a number, match them up by weights and split it into two groups, and we could have a third person randomize it so that the numbers are who gets who, and then the big reveal would be who's on which team. We'll go through the list. Hey, look at who's it. Or the way you're talking about is having an actual draft where we have a list of people that we get to pick from. Like, I want this guy. Well, then I got to take this guy, and I want this guy, this guy.
Well, no. What I was thinking with that was that each clan sent in like the 17 people that wanted to do it, and then we pick from that list to make up how we want to match up within each of the ranks. So it wasn't like I could stack it all with TH8s or things like that.
Well, we would have to match town hall levels. We'd have to be pretty even on both sides. So you'd have to go like, okay, there's 4 guys that are weighted at the top town hall 10s, right? The 4 of them. That's one little bracket, and we get to pick 2 of each. And then you pick, I pick, you pick, and then do that so that we have groups of people so that we make sure that each team is weighted the same.
Right.
So you have to group it up. And that could work. I don't know.
And we started talking about that. And then also it seemed like, well, we're only picking between the 2 that are, might be in close range. But I thought it'd be cool because if we were doing it that way, we could have like war counselors say, if they know.
You need to have scouts and you need to have all the information on everybody. Oh, what do you want? This
it'd
guy
be kind of like a draft. Like okay, I have my pick between these Town Hall 9s. Okay,
which one do you want first?
And it could be based on like their defense.
Well, if you're picking and I'm picking, I know who I'm picking. That's a whole thing. I don't know anybody. I don't know. I don't war any other clan. That's why you're talking about. We need war counselors, leaders from other clans who know their players.
We do first a leader draft where me and you pick from the other leaders of the clans. We have a week to figure out, okay, do you know this person, or whatever, just what the roster could be, and we figure out the numbers, and then
I just think that's super complicated.
Yeah, it is.
And maybe for the second one, the big draft.
Yeah,
I pick so and so over so and so, and then somebody's feelings are hurt. I think it's the kid at the gym who doesn't get picked or gets picked last. Maybe.
Yeah, but if it was clear that you really were looking at like defense or where it might fall or what they're really good at, based on maybe who you got,
what their base looks like, I think it's just too much information.
Oh, that would be the fun part, where you have like a Twitch event where you go, okay, let's do the draft, and
sure, right. I would start at the top of the list of Zod, and I would be picking out all my guys. And then going,
But see, that would be if so I get a pick.
Sure.
So who would I take from your team that I would want to work with on my team because I know this guy's really good at this attack or or really good with several attacks.
I don't know. I think that would be
it'd be fun.
It would work. Yeah, you'd want to. You would try to figure out who I'm going to pick, and you would want to pick them and say blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But if we just did it randomly, then we could just do it as a full unit thing. Wouldn't be favorites, and it would just be let's all have a big war.
Right.
We match up the numbers just by number. Everybody gets assigned a number.
Yeah. And I came around to the idea, and it wasn't that I didn't want to do it. I just thought we were going to do it the other way, we were doing a draft because that's what people were.
Having a draft seems cool and it seems like it should be a thing, but I think there's going to be a lot of work and it should come after people are psyched about it the first time. Let's make it easy first.
Well, yeah, because the first time...
We've all seen when big wars happen and we're trying to do all kinds of big things and it doesn't work out because it's...
So we go through the whole draft and then and we get to it and then we don't match
People don't care because it's 4 months later. I'm like, what? Yeah, right. So we maybe just do it randomly based on weights.
Yeah. So we need to get...
Third person randomizes numbers. Boom, boom, bing, bang, boom. Hey, and then in the big reveal, you want to have the show. We don't have the draft. We just have the reveal of who's on which team. We don't reveal it until it's on the show. You don't get to know until you hear it on the show.
And when we've set the times. Right.
Well, we'll set it after this show, the big reveal show.
Yeah.
We will post that and then tell everybody when the thing is and get to where you need to go.
We'd have to do it immediately, though.
Yeah.
Because people come and go.
You have to post it like that that like we'd have to figure it out, get it all figured out in the afternoon, record, and then publish, and then tell everybody.
Well, here's the one other piece to it is that you'd have to be finishing up the war that day.
Well,
because like the day before,
everybody's got a war on Sunday, right?
So it'd be like this. It'd almost be like you have to opt in one war prior to the war. So this is coming. If you want to be in the Kryptonian family face-off, you need to get in on this war so we can get your information. Because if people change from a week, the weights would go off. If we wanted to really
I know what you mean. You need the most current information on everybody's weights. Yeah.
So we just need like...
Well, you'd have to have everybody in a war and then start this thing on a Sunday. Because everybody starts Sundays pretty much,
Well, then maybe you could do it Wednesday. Sunday war. And then Tuesday it wraps up. Get the numbers the next day.
Well, what day do you want to have this matchup? I would say that the Monday war is probably the best one.
The best war of the week?
Yeah. Like, people can be active and, beginning of the week. Weekends are tough. Middle of the weeks are always tough because you've been warring at the beginning of the week. So,
you get tired?
Yeah, the break, and then, back to warring on Sunday, and then Monday you have a war. And Monday afternoon, nobody's doing anything.
Well, would it be possible to do it Monday?
Sure. Change it over to Monday? Whatever we did, it would work. I mean, we just have to figure that out. It's not a thing.
Because if you thought about it, all we need is to let everybody know, hey, you got a war, this next war.
Yeah, well, we'll figure that out. So that's the thing. That's coming up. We'll figure that out. What else we got?
Well, I thought we were going to figure it out here.
Well, okay. Totally random war. And we will have everybody...
We'll have someone do the numbers.
Yeah, someone...
Anybody.
Yeah, some other person. Figure that out. Weight it all evenly. Give us the sheet, and there will only be 3 people in the world who knows. Actually, there will only be one person, that third person, that will give us the list, and then we will look at it live on the air.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just have to say,
we'll tell you
need to opt in on the Friday.
And you and I will already have 2 clans built with just us in them, and then once it goes live on the air, people can start going to where they need to go.
People will be able to find us wherever we're at.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do it. We'll have to make those clans, and leave and make those clans right when it gets published.
Yeah. Well, the people would be like, "Oh yeah,
yeah," an hour afterwards. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, you better listen to this podcast.
I've been hiding out for 2 days before the big reveal. And you're like, Boneyard, we can see you. You're on my friends list.
There's already 10 people in your clan. What's going on over there? Well, that's people from Global I had here for a little while. I want to get to level 2 real quick.
I told them they had to leave as soon as you can.
I want to get to level 2 real quick, so I just started making wars and then doing a little thing.
Pretty soon, people start showing up and they feel like the third wheel.
Who are these new guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
globalites.
We just all hate somebody named Scotty. So we joined Fuck You Scotty, and I'm like, yeah, me too. So come on over.
That's awesome.
Well, maybe I would want to get to level 2 though, real quick.
That was the thing. That's why I thought at first part of it would be it'd be cool to just keep our clans and move a couple people around if there was going to be. But we'll just do it that way.
No, we have to because not everybody in both clans is going to be in the thing, and I'm not going to kick anybody out that doesn't want to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can do it this upcoming Monday.
All right.
Quick turnaround.
We'll figure it out. Totally figured out, bro.
All right. Well, what else you got going on here? I saw Avengers.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Age of Ultron?
Mm-hmm.
How was the Vision? Is he cool?
Yeah, who is this guy?
He's a cyborg. Bionic dude.
Because I don't really know who he is.
Space. And or built by Stark Industries. So, depending on what story you go with.
But what is he? What's his superpower?
He's a robot. He can fly and shit, and he's super strong and crap.
That's all. I mean,
Yeah,
I know.
I don't
I get what his power is in the movie, but I'm like, I've never heard
Does
of
he
this
shoot
guy.
rays? Maybe kind of. I don't know. He flies around. He's a badass.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if he.
Always wants to.
I don't know why I've never seen him
He's
before.
like Data who can fly and he's powerful. Basically.
Yeah, but I've never seen him before in anything.
Well, he's been in comic books for a long, long time.
Oh, okay.
It's the Vision.
Yeah, it was awesome though.
Well, all right.
Bunch of Hulk.
How was Ultron? I've always liked him as a bad guy.
You know, I liked him, but his voice is James Spader.
Yeah, right. It was totally. You're listening to James Spader and looking at a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah.
I mean, I got
There was no
it.
disconnect from James Spader voice.
Right, and you know, honestly, I don't even want to say it, but I love James Spader's voice. But it's just like that's all I can think of.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said it.
So it would be kind of cool if they redubbed it with somebody else.
Well, that's not going to happen. But
I mean, they could. They could just.
yeah, easily. But it's not going to happen. They picked him, and everybody's like, "Oh, James Spader's so good. His voice is me."
Do people like it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's getting rave reviews. It opened to fucking millions of dollars, just like it should.
And if James Spader's ever listened to this, I'm sorry. I mean, I just keep seeing the Blacklist. When I was
what was that show he was in before? He was a lawyer.
Boston Legal.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I liked him in that, and he was with Captain Kirk in that too. Yeah, it was good stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
William Shatner.
Yeah,
Bill Shatner.
Bill
I know him.
Bill.
So yeah, I liked it though, man. It was awesome, and I rewatched most of the Marvel movies. You know, the week before to get ready.
You realize you sit through all that, and you realize how fucking irresponsible that group of people is. They just destroy major cities. You know, and all those movies take place in like the matter of a week.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because shit happens right
it's all in
after each other.
it's in a timeline, but it's not like
It's all pretty close.
no, because between Thor, it was like between Thor 2 and the Avengers was like 9 months, I think,
Well,
or a year.
I don't know about that. I think it may have been like 2 or 3 days.
No, because
No,
Iron Man's got to rebuild suits, and
they got to rebuild whole cities.
well, yeah,
People are dying all over the place.
like
Terribly
like in
irresponsible.
this one, New York is being redone or whatever. I think it was.
Yeah, they're cleaning it up the next day. Bulldozers in the
But
street.
in Thor, and then Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, they're sticking on that timeline too, where
that's
everything
the whole
that's
thing, too,
happening
yeah.
in the movies it's kind of crosses between.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, man.
So I love
All
that
right.
whole universe thing. I can't wait for like.
What about Ant-Man? You looking forward to that? Paul Rudd? I don't know. I like Paul Rudd. And Ant-Man's not the greatest of the stories. I mean, he can shrink, and you know he can grow later in the comic and stuff like that. But and also he's a very abusive husband. That's one of those side stories that is about Hank Pym, and he beats his wife, Janet Van Dyne, who's the Wasp.
That was one of the best things about the new Avengers was you got to see all these previews. First time I saw Ant-Man, I was not like
The preview for it, really?
I don't know. I just
Full
didn't-
preview or just like a teaser?
a preview. I don't know. I would imagine.
Google that shit right away.
So I'm not sure. It might be good, maybe, but it's a hard one to sell. Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
There's a trailer for that.
Yeah. Digging it?
Oh yeah.
I'm loving their choice of fucking Aquaman. Drago, or not Ivan. I was going to say Ivan Drago, but Cole Drogo, the fucking the dude
Aquaman's
from...
in that.
Yeah.
Batman versus Superman.
Yeah. Or no. Or is that the next one, the Justice League one?
Yeah.
What's it called?
This is Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of Justice? No, he's in this movie. Wonder Woman's in it, right? Wonder Woman and Aquaman are in this Superman versus Batman Dawn of Justice.
They are.
Yeah.
You
Because
sure?
the Dawn of Justice is the dawn of the Justice League.
Yeah.
Duh.
But why don't they call it?
Because it's Superman versus Batman. Because
I
that's
didn't
way
see.
cooler.
I don't think I saw that on the previews. I guess.
Well, I don't think it's a second movie. I'm pretty sure it's this movie. The choice of Aquaman is Khal Drogo from Westeros, the fucking Game of Thrones, right? That brown dude, right? And so he's got all these Pacific Islander type tattoos, and that's the persona they went with. Instead of a fucking blonde Californian dude as Aquaman, the king of the oceans. It's a Pacific Islander, and that culture, really.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Worships the ocean and the winds and the waves and stuff like that, and so it's that route, and it's pretty dope.
Cool.
Like his tattoos are dope and his outfit's dope. And they finally made Aquaman not such a pussy, basically. And it really, the whole mythos behind an Aquaman versus a dude in a fucking orange shirt hanging out with some surfer bros. Hey, bro, check it out. I can totally fucking surf this whale, bro. Wow. Riding a fucking dolphin into work. Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah. And then Wonder Woman is in it, too. Gal Gadot is her name, I think.
Okay. I'll have to check it out. And then the Star Wars trailer, which was awesome.
Yes.
I cannot wait for that one.
Yes.
That's going to...
I also cannot wait. 6 years old again.
I know. And then right at the end when there's Chewbacca and Han Solo.
He's totally in the Millennium
just
Falcon,
like too. Goosebumps.
Yeah. Back in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I forgot what I was going to say. Star Wars trailer. Oh, you know that an Endorian funeral pyre built out of logs is not hot enough to melt Durasteel, which is what Darth Vader's helmet is made out of. The melted helmet was pretty cute. It looked like a skull. Yeah. There's no way a wood fire would melt it. Come on now. Nerds.
Get it right, you morons.
Yeah, get it right.
All right, well, let's, why don't we wrap up? We're at an hour. That was a little bit of take a piss. It's been a while.
Yeah, and I got to, so let's do that.
Okay. Hey, if you want to contribute to the podcast, check out our favorite things.
Yeah. Here's the deal. If you're going to shop on the internet, shop at Amazon. And if you're going to shop at Amazon, come check out our site first and the things that we like to buy, and then click on the Amazon tab, and you'll be helping out the podcast.
Yeah.
Make Amazon pay our bills.
All right. At WBSMT Radio on Twitter.
ClassClansPodcast.com at gmail.com or something like that.
Yep, ClassClansPodcast at gmail.com. 42427 Clash.
It's late.
All right.
All right, well, keep it classy, y'all, and have a good night.
Skilly beep beep.